In this video, we're going to be opening up and reviewing the new $60 SpongeBob and Sandy action figures from Super7. Why are these things so expensive, and are they great? Are they good for toy photography? We will find out. Let's check them out. So whether or not you grew up in the 90s, the 2000s, whatever, there's no argument that SpongeBob has been a massive part of pop culture. And even now, there's memes, SpongeBob is huge, and these are the first figures, as far as I know, at this kind of scale and quality that SpongeBob has ever had. And these are made by Super7, and I'm really excited to get into these because they look freaking incredible. So yeah, these are literally $60 SpongeBob figures. We got SpongeBob and Sandy. Did you know that you could get the $60 for a SpongeBob figure? Like, come on, like these better be really good. And I haven't opened them up yet, but I've seen through the little window here, and they look like $60 is cheap for this. And I'm so excited. Squidward and Patrick are not out yet, but they are on pre-order. So these figures actually are from Entertainment Earth. They were sent over to me by the wonderful people at Entertainment Earth. So if you want to get these or even pre-order the other ones coming out, there's, like I said, Squidward, Patrick, there's some other SpongeBob ones as well. Pre-order those, get them at Entertainment Earth. I have a link in the description as well as a discount code. Please head over there, go to Entertainment Earth and get you something awesome from a great website. So thank you, Entertainment Earth. Thank you. So Super7 is a brand that's really been branching out in this scale, size, style of figure with all types of IP, like SpongeBob, Pinky and the Brain, G.I. Joe, and Alice in Wonderland, all kinds of cool stuff. Simpsons, they all kinds of really cool stuff. So not only will this be like a review of these figures, but like kind of a review of the quality of what Super7 is putting out. So this could be the beginning of a whole new wonderful friendship with Super7. So let's open these up finally and see what's going on. All right, let's pop this open. So already from what I can tell, they look perfect. Like, they look exactly what you would possibly want from something like this, and they come with so much, and they're bulky and they're huge, so that's crazy. So there's all this stuff in there. We've got some karate stuff, we've got faces, we've got chipmunk, acorn stuff, and hands. So that's cool. So let's check out what's SpongeBob has got some fantastic stuff going on. So we have not only these two faces for bubble blowing, we've got the net for catching jellyfish. There's a jellyfish, there's a bubble. We've got Gary, and Bubble Buddy in the hands. There's so much cool stuff. I'm super excited for this. Okay, well, here she is. I put her little helmet on thingy, her tail in, and this is like a quality Sandy figure. And articulation isn't crazy. She's got a little bit in the shoulders, kind of here, armpits, elbows, and moving the hands around. There is a little bit of like this little swivel thing down here, and nothing in the knees. There is something in the toes though. But let's look at all the stuff that it comes with. So here she is. We've got a couple of faces. A face that would work great for karate. And this face, which I am not familiar what this one is from, but I'm sure it's from an episode. We've got her hat, guitar, you know, when she wants to go back home to dumb old Texas. This is for her lasso and stuff over here. So that's cool. We've got 4 different hands. So that's really cool because she's got a bunch of different accessories, and they're very limited because they're kind of mittens, so that works. And the karate hands, I love these, and these are hollow, so they're very light, which will work really well with figure being able to support them. And there's a rocket on her back too, which I can't remember specifically what episode this is from, but it makes sense, right? So the first thing I'm noticing is her head bubble big? I don't remember being this much empty space in there. I could be wrong. So I'm just gonna mess around a little bit with some of the options we can do here. Okay, here she is with the intense face and her karate things, which are really cool. And I will say popping off the head and the hands and stuff are nice and easy, and I was wrong. There is a knee kind of joint up here. It doesn't really look like it's a knee because it's higher up, but it does basically work like a knee joint. So you can still get stuff like that. So that's really cool. And here she is after you ask her what's so great about dumb old Texas. And she will sing that she wants to go home. It all works so well. Everything works so well. It's so just like perfectly accurate to the cartoon. There's definitely care into making these like look like the cartoon. That's what these are made for people who really want this. That's why it's, you know, $60. Does $60 count as a high-end collectible? I don't know, but it's awesome. I'm so glad these exist. And here is for when she explains to you that back in Texas, she not only wrestled bulls, but she also wrestled worms. So there's that. And I will say, imposability is definitely a little bit limited, and I don't think that's really the goal with these figures, is to have mega articulation. I mean, they're big, chunky, cartoon, thick figures. So, and that's not the goal. It's just the goal is to look great. And I mean, these will work great for toy photography, but yeah, the articulation isn't really the goal here, and that's fine. I love it. So that's great. So that's Sandy, and let's open up SpongeBob. Okay, and here he is. It's SpongeBob and Gary. Little Gary Bolt. There's a ton of great stuff to go with this. So the first thing I'm noticing is that SpongeBob is hollow. His head is hollow, which is really good, because if it wasn't, it would be really heavy and you wouldn't be able to get him to stand up like this at all, or do really anything else. And he does, so obviously this pops off because he's got another head, but there's a little joint in there, so you can give him a little bit more movement there, which can be a little wobbly, but you can just kind of push it down. And he's got some movement down here and over here. Arms move, hands move. You know, nothing crazy, but you can definitely get, I think, any pose you, for the most part, you could really want with SpongeBob. Let's look at the stuff he's got. Come on, there we go. Oh, he's got a lot of hands, So here's the jellyfish, which is really cool. He's got some pointer hands, some like gun pointer hands, an extra arm. An extra arm that actually has a bend on it, so you can actually bend his arms. That's cool. Which are also holdy hands, so you can hold stuff with them. This hand has the bubbles in it, and then there's a whole arm just for bubble blowing. It's got that whole hand, the bubble wand, whatever. We've got a net for catching the jellyfish, and we've got Bubble Buddy. What a great choice. Like, this thing is so cool. He's a little hard to stand. It took me a little bit to get him to stand up, but how cool is this? That's so cool. Of course, we've got the extra head here with the glasses that do come off. So if you don't want to have the glasses, that's fine. And so this is definitely for the bubble blowing, but you could use this face for whatever. Like, this doesn't necessarily have to just be for bubble blowing. I love that. It's so cool. So, okay, I'm gonna go put some of this stuff on and see what we can do. Okay, so here's the bubble blowing SpongeBob. His arm, this extra arm for the bubble blowing makes a lot of sense because it goes all the way in front of his face, which works. And I put in the elbowed hand for the holding the stuff. Glasses do come off, right? And here's Bubble Buddy along with him. And so there's that. So cool. So here he is with the net for catching jellyfish, of course. Trying to get him to be in a fun stand here. Here's the jellyfish. There's no real way to get, like, there's no stand or anything. That would be kind of cool if there was like a little clear stand to hold this up, so you could be catching, but you can't really do that. You can just kind of put them on the ground, but that's okay. But you know, the jellyfish does go in the net, so there's that. And here's just SpongeBob and Gary. Gary doesn't move at all or anything. That's fine. I don't know what I would want to do with him anyway. So I've kind of put two little elbow arms on there, hands on his chest. So yeah, I feel like there's so many more opportunities for them to make with this line. Like, I would love to have a Krusty Krab hat, a Krabby Patty, just like accessories like that. I feel like would be really cool. I'm sure they will. They've definitely got a lot of plans with this line, and I hope it's successful because I am definitely gonna want to invest in it. I really love this line. So let's think about what would work with, toy photography with this stuff. Well, how can we shoot these guys? So shooting these guys is like, SpongeBob lives in a pineapple under the sea, so kind of hard to shoot them outside of the water. I guess if you're trying to be accurate, you could do whatever you want, but you could always do like a computer screen with a diorama in the background with easy SpongeBob background, and I'll probably try that really quick just to see how that looks. You could just put them in a fish tank and take a picture, but I'm not gonna do that, but that would be cool. What I'll probably do is just go somewhere with water and have like just splashes of water around, and that will probably be fine enough for me. First, I'm gonna do the diorama kind of shot and see how that looks. Okay, so for this, I'm using just my computer background. I've got a SpongeBob background going on. Got my camera. Right here is kinetic sand. It's really cool. I'm sure you've probably seen it in the store. It's sand, but you can kind of mold it around. Just kind of cool. And I've got some lighting here. Got a couple loom cubes. Got this ring light. I'm trying to mimic the lighting of the background as much as possible so it fits with the photo. And here are my settings on the photo, and it's looking pretty good. I have one light here I'm going to hold right above to get a little bit better lighting across the floor and stuff, so it looks more balanced and that kind of thing. And yeah, let's take this shot. I think this actually looks kind of cool. I'll probably do a little bit of Photoshop to a little bit of a blue tone to make it look more underwater. So yeah, here we go. Let's take the shot. Okay, so I'm actually in my bathroom right now. So, hello. I really wanted to do something outside with the water like that because it just makes more sense with SpongeBob, but the weather's been so bad, so I had to improvise, and I kind of like this idea. So basically what's happening is Sandy's turning on the sink for SpongeBob because he needs water, he needs the water, and Gary's right there just for funsies. And so I've got everything set up here. I actually have both SpongeBob and Sandy kind of in with sticky tack, which actually worked nicely because it's very slippery. And so I've got a lot of light here because I want to have some splashes going on, and I need that light if I want to have a fast shutter speed. Right now it's pretty fast, it's at 800. Basically all I'm going to do is just turn the sink on, but if I just leave it on, it's going to be a pretty consistent, straight, boring stream of water, not a lot of splashes. So I'm kind of going to just go, like, move it a lot like that to get some splashes, and then just hold down the trigger basically on my remote and see what kinds of splashes we get. And that'll be it. And right now I'm not really, like, the way their eyes are looking are very basic and toy-like, and they don't feel very real with the way they're looking. So I'm gonna probably Photoshop where their eyes are looking, which I think will drastically change the shot for the better. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started and take the shot. So what's the verdict? Are these figures really worth the $55, $60 that they're going for? My answer is a hard yes. You can tell how much care and time was put into making sure these figures are accurate and just like they are from the cartoon that we love and know so well. And just for the crazy amount of awesome accessories you get alone makes this worth the $60. So Super7, awesome job. I will be watching the next figures you come out with great interest. And thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please drop a quick like, maybe even a subscribe. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. And I will definitely see you in the next video. See you later.